We're not going to have a rebirth of what we saw last year. Most likely, they're not going to make that playoff push. So what are we playing for here in this last month and a half, if not for a postseason berth?
Well, I think there's a couple of things you're looking at, Eric. You're looking at you're not that far behind Indianapolis for second place
True.
in a division. That's a goal you have to look at. Find a way to get to them, and if that is getting to 500 and having a strong August to do it, then that's your goal. And I think that's where you have to start first. You can't look at anything else. You can't say, hey, we've got to go 25
right.
and 25 and 12 in the last 37 games. You can't look at that
right.
To possibly get in. You have to look at, okay, what's our first goal? Our first goal is probably to get to 500. Second goal, and perhaps if you get to 500, you're going to hit your second goal, which would be to pass Indy in that process, get into the second spot, and then you can look at the other things because you don't know how other teams are going to play. You don't know if Columbus is going to go, 10 and 30 in their last 40 games. Maybe they might. And all of a sudden it opens up the door for a run if you have one. But you can't look at any of that. All you can take care of is what you can do. And for the Hens, they can just look up at the standings and go, you know what, Indy's there. They're not that far behind the Indians. Maybe that's your first goal, and see what you can do from there.
And I guess, obviously it goes without saying because we hear this every year, but I'll say it anyways. They're playing to make that trip, that call up in September that, see some guys. It's not like we haven't seen a number of guys from the Hens playing in Detroit already this year.
Yeah, and looking at it, and of course with the Major League rules changing this year with the hard July 31st trade deadline, you're not going to see any of that movement come August. So, guys are going to know after that 31st, hey, I'm here. I got a shot to maybe make an impression, get my way to Detroit for September. Now the call-up situation a little different this year as well in the major leagues. So there's not going to be as many spots. Not like you can just go ahead and call up your entire 40-man roster for September like you could in the past. So, it is going to be important to finish out strong. And all of these guys, not only are they looking at that, but, they're looking to make an impression for next year. Alexander's getting that opportunity right now. Bo Burrows will have an opportunity in August to put on a showcase to maybe get a start there in September for the Tigers. Guys like Robson who got to be getting close to, putting on an impression to get to Detroit. So, those guys need to continue to play well and finish strong.